Hey, what's going on, everyone? And I'm going to really be dialing up YouTube in 2026. And I have to be 100% honest with you guys. Our revenue from 2024 to 2025 dropped around $150,000. And I'm not ashamed to say that we're doing less in sales. Yes, do we miss those big orange bars? Of course. But we're actually selling less and making the same amount of money. Because when we were doing 400K, 500K, we were turning stuff just to kind of turn stuff at that point. And we really took a deep look into our business and said, what is going on? Why are we buying and sourcing these products? So I'm going to be taking you on this journey this year, going from 250K, which where I'm at now, to be 100% with you, to really to 400K, back to 400K at a healthy margin, a 15% gross margin, which for me is very healthy. And just to, again, keep it 100% with you guys, I'm going to be showing you right here that we did our stats right here. Right here, we got 244 in December. And am I ashamed to really say that and show that? Kind of. I'm kind of disappointed in myself, but I also had a lot of things going on in my life. I got married. I paid for a wedding. That wedding cost around $50,000. That's money I had to take out of my business. We're really going to be ramping it back up, and I'm going to be kind of going through that journey of what it takes to ramp things back up. What am I doing on a daily basis? You know, we also lost a major account, which brought us back to that number. We got cut off from a major account. So I'm going to be talking about how we shouldn't be keeping all our eggs in one basket. And we're going to be going through action steps in regards to reaching out to new distributors, new brands, acquiring some funding, whether that's Bank of America with a term loan, getting some more cash infused into the business. So I hope you guys enjoy this journey. For me, I want to keep it 100% with you guys and just walk through kind of what I'm doing on a daily basis. Like this morning, I checked in with my VA. I have two VAs down in Colombia. They're placing an order with one distributor today. It should be around a $15,000 order. I'm also restocking on a brand exclusive we've landed this past year. Now, it's been a rocky journey for this brand exclusive. The first, I would say, 3 to 4 months, we were breaking even. But in December, we made around $2,000 on that one SKU from that brand direct exclusive. So it is turning into something good. We have a lot of things in the pipeline in regards to a brand that we met in person about a year ago that we're going to be really revisiting for a second in-person meeting about cleaning things up on Amazon. They're a difficult account. They're very kind of ancient in their ways. So we're going to try to persuade them otherwise on the importance of getting involved in Amazon. So again, this YouTube video is to keep it 100%. And today you're going to be just kind of watching what I'm doing today, what's going on, and what are the steps I'm doing in my business to build it back up to 400K at a healthy 15% margin. That is my goal for this journey. I hope you guys enjoy this series. Like I said, I'm not the guy to say, oh, I'm doing all these big numbers and sell coaching. I'm a guy that really wants to show you that we took a step back in 2025. And that's okay. Things happen. I've been in this business for 9 years. And I see a lot of people that are present on social media. They'll slowly disappear from this game. And it's those that can really weather the storm that are here for the long haul. And I'm going to continue to weather the storm. I'm going to continue to improve in myself, improve in the business, because I know it's such an amazing vehicle and it's given me the lifestyle freedom and the ability to really, I'm working from home today. I don't have to report to anyone. So I'm going to be really breaking down this entire journey for you guys and super excited to just not only kind of get back to where I was, and also just to see that entire process, because I'm really only working on my business between, I would say, 9 to 3, because I do have clients, I do have coaching clients that I work with from like 3 to 6. I have coaching calls, showing people really in depth how to get things going. And, I hope this video, you guys don't look at me like, oh man, he's falling off. Oh man, he's going backwards in sales. Like, at the end of the day, there's a lot of things that's changed in this Amazon game. Placement fees was a huge thing. Placement fees and freight alone added around $6,000 to $7,000 in expenses that we didn't have years prior. The platform is changing, and we have to adapt. And again, just keeping it 100%, we did not focus on certain things. We didn't acquire cash. We need to get more cash. We maybe took money, maybe I paid myself a little more than I should have. And that's okay. That's something okay to recognize. I had some pretty major life milestones. So hope you guys enjoy this journey. We're going to be diving into it. So let's get into it. And we're going to be kind of watching me, what I'm doing throughout the day, and really so you guys can copy me and do that exact same thing. So we're going to be tackling distributor lists. We're going to be reaching out to brands, building out a brands list. We're going to be calling some people today. So hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm going to keep you guys, again, 100% with where my business is at, and hope you guys enjoy this journey. So with all that said, what are the first tasks that we need to handle? So you can assume that since we're not hitting major revenue marks, you could probably guess that we are a little tight in our cash flow, which is correct. And what we're analyzing right now is within third-party profits, we can actually see how much we've overbought. And I was tallying up how much inventory we overbought. And it's around $50,000 across maybe 300 different SKUs. So right there's 50 grand we could be using to generate more profit in the business. So a big thing we're focused on this year is to buy inventory for 30 days. I came from the mindset, and I always came from the liquidation background of you got to buy this because you don't know when this deal is going to happen next. And that's kind of something, a little PTSD I got from when I used to buy closeouts. When I started selling on Amazon, that's really how I got started in this journey, buying liquidation, buying closeouts. But as we know, we can't be sourcing from those vendors nowadays. Amazon's gotten very strict since like 2017, 2018. So I always had that mindset of, all right, I got to buy all this inventory. I got to take all what the vendor has. And ultimately, that locks up the cash flow, tighten things up. So what we're going to be doing is selling through a lot of this inventory and trying to really move some of this overbought inventory. And again, shout out for third-party profits for really breaking this entire thing down. I don't know where I would be without third-party. It's completely overhauled my business, and it's given me the data that I really need to see. And I'm just going to kind of show you guys really on the screen right there. You can see all of these products that are overstocked. Guys, I'm buying too much of certain units when I can buy them the next week, and that's affecting cash flow. So the first thing we're going to be doing in our business this month and this starting of this year is buying less of the SKU, which will allow us to infuse more cash back into the business. We're not, let's say, for example, we're going to buy Folgers coffee. We usually buy 60 days. We're only going to buy 30 days worth of that inventory because we know we can rebuy it after those 30 days. It's all really about timing and timing it correctly. Now, something we're also going to be going and leveraging is our American Express Plum card. So our limit on our Amex Plum is only around $35,000. So today I'm going to actually be calling Amex and saying, hey, we pay our bill on time every month. Could you increase this to like 60,000? Kind of show you guys exactly how we should be communicating with the Amex rep in order to try to increase our limit. So we're going to be trying to increase our limit because the American Express Plum card gives you 60 days, guys, 60 days to pay off that supplier. Now, something else we're going to be also implementing in our business is while cash flow is tight, we're going to be buying from the suppliers that we have terms with. we have a term limit with one supplier for up to $200,000, meaning that sometimes we get 30-day terms. If I ask, if I'm nice, they'll give me 60-day terms. Now, if I take the 60-day terms and I then throw it on a plum card, it gives me 120 days to now pay that bill. So that gives me 120 days to sell through that inventory, get paid by Amazon, pay off the bill, and collect the profits. So we have two accounts that we have terms with. We're going to be really working with those two accounts. We're going to try to work with those two accounts more. One of the accounts, I'm really having an issue with the ungating process with that account. The reason being our shipping address is different from our billing address. So I'm going to be trying to figure out how we can get through that ungate process. Maybe there's another supplier that we can leverage to get ungated with this high quality supplier. So again, kind of key takeaways right now is extending our Amex limit, working with the suppliers that we have terms with to sell through the overstocked inventory, infuse the business with capital and cash so we can work our way and game plan our way to increasing the amount of items we sell. Right now we sell around 300 items. Now our goal is to really get to 500 items. We want to be able to sell 500 items consistently, which will get us closer to our goal of 400K a month. And a lot of people ask me, oh, why don't you just find a high ticket product? Why don't you just buy one product that sells, $250, $300 and just sell a bunch of them? Well, there's a couple issues with that. One, what if that product goes away? I've experienced that before where we had a rock star item and our business relied on it. Our expenses are too high to just rely on one product. Two, high ticket products involve in messy returns. You're talking about if we start getting returns on this product, that's going to really have a major issue in our business where can we send it back in? Are we going to have to try to move it on eBay? For example, like a kitchen faucet, a Moen faucet maybe costs $300. What happens if that faucet comes back returned and used? How am I going to sell that? How am I going to get rid of that inventory? So I spoke with Amex. They need some documents. The request is kind of pending. So I'm going to get those documents together. I really just tried to bring it up from like 35 to 50. I'm not trying to jump it up to like all my other cards. It's just frustrating that like Chase gives me 120,000, Capital One gives me like 100,000, and then Amex Plum gives me like 35. It is a like card that's maybe 2 years old compared to Chase, which I've had for like 6-7 years. So that definitely plays a factor. But we're still powering through. I'm just reviewing a purchase order right now on third-party profits. My VA's built out a PO, which is looking pretty good. It is 3 different purchase orders around 100 units, 100 different products. The biggest issue with this vendor is a lot of this stuff's going to get cut off, so meaning that they don't have it in stock. So maybe like 50 items we end up buying. Mainly restocking SKUs, everything like that. The job of my my VA in Colombia is mainly to just focus in on that restock to make sure we're restocking perfectly. So we're diving into that. As that's going on, I'm really kind of checking on my Monday.com. So Monday.com is a software that I use that just has all of my tasks. We just restocked a brand exclusive 400 units. That's about a month and a half worth of stock. Again, we don't want to overbuy on that. With that brand exclusive, we're actually building it out. So they send us the boxes. We have to like kit it out, which is kind of frustrating. We're kind of working on getting that resolved. I don't know about you guys, but do you ever feel like there's so many tasks at hand that you don't even know where to start? Like, for example, brand exclusive Walmart listing, make it live. Place PO for this this brand, review this case in Seller Central. They lost inventory. Like it's task after task after task, and I definitely need a better way to just delegate this stuff or just like get it done. Stop procrastinating. Just get what you got to do. Get done. Get done. But like a big goal for mine is definitely open up more accounts. Like we have maybe 3 solid distributors we're buying from on a consistent basis. If we can get like 2 or 3 more, I think it would be huge. So we're going to call this a vendor. I shot him an email back in like November. They never got back to me. Real typical. So let's rip a call and see if we can. All right, we got one application down and dirty. Minimum order, $1,000. a lot of brands in kind of the pet space, which is cool. Not really a space we're in. Um, so yeah, we're gonna just keep on kind of going through this motion. Like I said, guys, it's just about getting in the reps. Like getting in the reps. Now I'm gonna jot on Monday.com that got in contact with Christine, filling out the application, sent the application to Christine on this date. Follow back up on, maybe it's the 8th today, maybe follow up on the 13th. Give her some time, maybe the 15th. Check in. Hey, just wanted to see what was going on with that application, and then take it from there. Like, so many people complain about, oh man, what about this supplier? Or this supplier didn't work out. Like, call 100 fucking suppliers. Like, put in the work. Just do the work. We can see if we can get better pricing on this, but ultimately, our rep doesn't have the ability to get pricing. She's got to reach out to someone else, and we got to get this order in within 30 minutes. So most likely these are things that we need to get done a few days before the deadline. So that's an order we're kind of getting in right now that we're trying to negotiate the price. But I'm telling my VA, saying, like, we have 30 minutes. There's not really time to start negotiating right now. So you got to make sure that if we are going to negotiate, it stays in advance. We would love to just figure out ways of maybe buying more from you guys, maybe like getting a couple like requests for quotes saying, hey, we can take all of this inventory, here's our target pricing. And again, this would be kind of something that would be like a week or 2 weeks in advance, just to give you guys time. But we would love figuring out better ways of, like, if we could knock down a couple percentage points, we could probably place larger orders.
Yeah, that's completely fine. She's not here today, but I know you guys wanted to set up a meeting anyways. I think there is no clarity on which day. So
Okay.
if you want, give me a few options, and I can get back to her, and she can pick what works best for her.
All right, there's a specific brand that we're looking for. It's like we're selling them for $6. Well, we're selling for 32 and we're buying them for $6. It's like taking freaking candy from a baby. Super juicy. Trying this major kind of issue that we can't really get them. The manufacturer's not really producing. Like, there's major delays. I don't know what's going on, but just handled that thing. Going to talk with my buddy, my VA, my assistant, my ups about that. So let's just put the order in as is and bring this up as a topic for next week. All right, I just had a student shoot me a WhatsApp. Hey Alex, I had a few questions I want to ask you about you. I got authorized for, oh wow. Okay. I don't know if that means it's to be brand direct or something. Awesome. So let's check out this supplier he just got linked up with. A lot of times my students have my direct cell just because, like, in this game, you kind of need answers quickly. This month, and I need to put a case study together of what we've done for one of the brands exclusively and really kind of just hone in on what we can do. I think is one of your best sellers.
It is.
Yeah, so that's not even on Walmart right now. So let me do some digging and see where we can maybe tackle Walmart or do something, and at least get more orders flowing. At the end of the day.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. Let me work on that. I know one of my guys is putting an order together right now, just a couple little things. But I'm gonna see and take a little overview of Walmart, Amazon, see what we can do.
Got it.
All right,
great.
Lauren.
And you know what? In the new year, like I'm gonna do another swing by and just say hi to your team, and give you a little love when I've been. So I hope you don't mind. I'll just drop in the next couple of months.
Whenever you want, you're welcome. So we can do lunch or something.
So awesome.
Yeah, 100%.
But it would be on me. It will be on me, not on you. So. Okay?
Sounds like a plan. All right, Lauren,
All right,
I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
Have a good day. Bye.
So to kind of break down that situation right now, my sales rep, super, super awesome. She wants me to be the exclusive seller on Amazon for this brand. We've been working with this brand for 6-7 years. Everything's messed up on Amazon. The brands are incorrect. There's rogue sellers. They don't know who's and how people are getting these products. So it's a bit of a mess, and basically her boss will not give any time of day to her. The boss basically said, hey, we're not focused on Amazon. We don't even care about Amazon, which is crazy to think in 2026. So I'm handling that situation. She's like, at least let me see if I can get you better pricing so you can compete and get orders, because we can't even compete with some of these guys because they're getting it at the export price, which is a better price than the price that we're receiving. So we're going to see what we can do with this brand. I'm going to see, hey, can I build something out on Walmart for them? Could we do a couple things? Man, I wish I could just enroll it in transparency myself on Amazon, just clean it up without even telling them, but I don't think that's possible. So again, just little nitpickets, or whatever you want to say, points of what I'm doing during the day. Hopping on calls. I'm filling out an application right now for a new supplier. Just trying to make moves in 2026, guys. So let's continue watching the video. Alrighty, back from lunch, finishing up a application from a new supplier, guys. I'm trying to just open up accounts this year, lock in some brands. I got to draft a PO for one of these brands that we're working with. Just getting it. All right, so in regards to the application I got for that new account, I basically just emailed her back and said, hey, good afternoon. It was great connecting you with you this morning. I've attached the application along with our certificate of authority. Basically kind of showing them, hey, this isn't my first rodeo. I'm sending them the documents they need and that they expect, and this is making me sound like a professional business owner. And when you're starting out selling on Amazon, you want to make sure that you're filling out your ST3 form or your resale certificate. Each state is different. Throwing in your certificate of authority. Like, all of these little things just show to them, hey, I know this is a real customer that's going to be placing orders. So we're going to send out this application to her, see what she says, hopefully get this account open, then take that price list, that catalog, throw it in third-party profits, see what opportunity we got, and start adding more SKUs to our catalog and to our inventory. It's almost 6 p.m. and spoke with my buddy Tona just about getting this brand exclusive that we're working with on TikTok and TikTok creators, and trying to find other channels as well besides Amazon. I basically fired my bookkeeping company, Cap Forge, because they were kind of screwing up on things. And I was thinking to myself, like, why don't I just learn it, delegate it to a VA? So I'm through the process of just going through QuickBooks, cleaning it up. They have this new import feature where you can import transactions from Amazon. So really kind of getting into the nitty gritty. And, if I know this down to a T, I'll know my business even more. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video today on YouTube. Again, I'm going to be bringing you across this journey of just scaling back up on Amazon. Today we got hit with placement fees, which sucks, but we'll probably hit around 8K in sales, 9K in sales, $1,600 in gross profit. Of course, our goal is to dial that up, get that to 20K, get that to 15K really should be the minimum of each day at a 15% margin. So stick along this journey. Again, if you guys have any questions, drop a comment down below, and I will see you on the next video as we start doing things to continuously grow this business and make it bigger than ever.